Epic Morning Show. They can look at Pro People Budget 2026, when of course government allocation versus proclaimed priorities. I mean, are they really matching up? A dialogue between the SLPP and the APC. So, well, now that we get to the studio this morning for can discuss on the 2026 budget. And of course, we get top 10 allocation with some ministry MDs. And we have to start with the Ministry of Defense. We budget now 274,447,000. And of course, the Sierra Leone Police, let's forget, well, 240,806 in the budget, the 2026, and of course the National Revenue Authority NRA then gets 486,928, and the Ministry of Finance gets in the allocation 207 and 47,000. And the Ministry of Basic, amongst all the MDs them, I mean, they get 1,311,673. So the list goes on, and in that you look at the priorities, they more focus on security, revenue, education, and of course infrastructure. So now they dominate, I mean, the physical landscape. So I mean, governments call on Pro People budget, mainly this budget for lively up the livelihood of Sierra Leoneans. Is this what they actually represent in which we don't, I mean, there are 10 list of MDs, then they more pay attention in that particular budget day. So that's what we are going to discuss in the program this morning. And we want to ask whether if they match up with government's priorities or not. Remember, there is this big 5 game changer with governments they pay attention to. I mean, the flagship in that particular big 5, there is the Feed Salon project. I mean, so you get human capital development and so forth and so on. So this is our conversation that we get for talk about this morning. Whether the budget holistically is about 27 billion, I mean, in that the 2026 budget. So for put everything together, it's close to 28 billion, to put it that way for make people understand. So now that's what they can talk about in the show this morning. And of course, we expect to get representative from the All People's Congress, APC, rep in the parliament, and also from the Sierra Leone People's Party, the SLPP, and we expect also, I mean, in representative now, Honorable Alpha Ben Mansaray, winner MP, Moyambadi Street, and of course, Deputy Parliamentary Spokesperson, and also Honorable Engineer Fallah Tengbeh, Leone District SLPP MP. So now then, we expect to get in the studio for me who can talk about the 2026 budget. Joining me in the studio this morning, we get Honorable Fallah Tengbeh. Good morning and welcome to the Epic Morning Show.
Yeah, good morning, my brother. Thanks for having me.
That was a compliment of the season.
Yeah, same to you.
And we'd also expect to get Honorable Alpha Ben Mansaray from the All People's Congress to be part of the conversation this morning. And of course, we look at the Pro People, we get to look at government allocations and versus priorities. I mean, waiting government don't prioritize. Is it that basically now that the budget represents, and we look at the big 5 game changer, we therefore do it food security, human capital development, youth and employment, I mean, public service, technology, and also these are the 5 focus of President Julius Maada Bio in 2023, where he say go transform the lives of Sierra Leoneans. And the one we don't spark a lot of debate. It's about the Feed Salon project, where gets a little bit of relationship with employment, 500,000 jobs, yet still not be achievable. Debate don't be around across the country. That government, according to Mike the other day, talk about government from 2018 to now, government don't give over 260,000 jobs. Well, when now it starts from 2023 to now, it's something where we not get it clearly. But I get Honorable Fallah Tengbeh. Good morning once more and welcome to the Epic Morning Show. I mean, let's start off the conversation, the concern of the opposition going through, then tag this budget as Bulang budget we listen to. what's the take, I mean, from the ruling party? Does this budget actually represent government priorities plans?
Yes, thank you, my brother, for having me. Of course, if you ask me, the obvious answer is yes. We get challenges we need for work on as a nation, as a government, but then the strides we government don't undertake so far and the budget we don't put in place, I want to tell you with ease, say, now a very good budget, now indeed a proper budget, now a pro-business budget, and it is people-centered. I will give you a few justifications as they go on with the program. For example, this government so responsible that the budget we don't put in place, not to only an ordinary budget as we all look at them, but not like a plan. They try to tell you clearly in the proposal, so then do for say, this now we want to achieve, this now we allocate for education, because we want to make sure say we begin and continue for go school. And remember, not only when the population is educated, we will able to move this country from where it is. The government also look at the health sector, say, okay, now we'll get well body, they make we able to survive and talk about development and other issues. So they do some good allocation also now the health sector, way for keep that sector day up and moving. So we well body business go be ensured, it go be promoted and protected in the country. You look at agriculture, feed salon, government also actually look at the agricultural sector and put budget we at least get for lead to the production of local rice and livestock in country, and we also try for see how we go create a balance between imported food we go to come to that of local production. We are of the view, we are of the stark belief that if we ramp up local production, then we will fight the food insufficiency in country and around the sub-region. So when once we begin to produce in large numbers, we begin to export even some of that rice, then food poverty not going to be part of we any longer. So I want to say this budget, now a very good budget. People go on for criticize, and people know they look at the goodies, then only they go and look at the few, lacunas.
All right. People expect, like how you talk about feed salon, now on the top priorities, but if you go through the list of, MDs, then with the top 10 of the budget, you find out, say, the agriculture, the Ministry of Agriculture, like the feed salon, not even part of the top 10. You look at, you get the Ministry of Defense, Sierra Leone Police, National Revenue Authority, Ministry of Finance, Ministry of Basic. Of course, we're expecting the free quality education for be part of it, and of course, Road Maintenance Fund, Ministry of Transport, Sierra Leone Standard Bureau, Ministry of Health, and of course, Ministry of Works and Public Assets. These make up the 10 top list of allocations so far. People expect that the feed salon, in as much as after the free quality education, health, agriculture, for them in that position.
Okay, thank you very much. First, the way how some people they look at the budget, how then they interpret the budget, I think the interpretation makes the difference. Yeah, as a government, you get what we call, scale of preference. And you scale of preference, you they build them up based on what you get, what you ongoing, what you not get, and what you want to achieve in the long term, or in the medium term, or in the short term. So I want to follow all first. Let be the premise by saying, government don't look at feed salon as a flagship program. We want to make sure say there is food sufficiency. So government don't invest huge, Herculean investment don't take place now at the agricultural sector. Today, we talk about, you know, a bit of mechanization.
I'm afraid we will get somebody from agriculture. I mean, this is the people who know they follow this program. I mean, if you say government don't invest, agriculture ministry will tell you that they know the struggle for funding from government as well. So how you go on for juxtapose government don't invest and that of them struggle for funds within government as well?
Okay, thank you, my brother. So for struggle, not mean say you know they invest. For example, largest bill.
Okay, Paul, I will rephrase that. They not get the specific amount where they want in terms of pushing the field salon project go before. I mean, they not even get the amount of budget maybe they allocate for the last year. They never get up to 80% or 50% of that money there. And somebody was here, I can't remember the name, but he stated it from the Ministry of Agriculture. Okay,
so let's just continue for build up the premise we have been the try for lay before you interject.
Well, for clear that premise, they will get an understanding.
Okay.
I mean, for me.
So where I start my conversation, I started by saying, as a government, we have challenges. Yeah, if we not being get challenges, we will not be supposed for there because a celebration all man for the part. But within a year, they explain to the people what in our government in position, what in government don't do, and what in government they intend for do. So that the Ministry of Agriculture not get all what in they require. No mean say government no they take that aspect as a flagship program. For example, if government not been investing into agriculture, into mechanization, into small holder farmers, into other facets them, foresee rise the drop from 1,000 to 600, 650,000 at the market. That because you see government don't invest so much. There is 10 million credit facility where government don't make available to farmers. With a view say, you can go now, you get soft loan, then you go, you develop your business, and you will inject the agricultural product or produce into the market. You look at local egg production, it don't ramp up. It today 30% cheaper than imported ones in country. We don't increase. We get people where they do something like 5,000-6,000 eggs, per day. So these are the kind of investment the way government don't they do, where many people know they see, but the impact then at the market.
When you talk about rice, I mean, these are not our local rice. We talk about price on Kadong for us, so we localize them. And may you can agree to the fact that we localize them pretty much expensive than that of the one they really can inside the country. So how that be reflective, Honorable?
Okay, I beg for disagree. I don't know.
Remember, you beg for disagree. Almost if you say they sell.
I don't know. Say you pull you data.
No, they are across the streets of Rito.
Okay, so let's have a genuine conversation.
Thank you.
Let's have a genuine conversation. Now we see we import of foreign rice drop right by 13%, which means the import dependence.
That was in 2023 to 2024.
No, that was 2024, 2025.
Okay.
So because of we cut down on the import of rice about 13%, that was huge. You translate that into United States dollar, that was around $30 million. Who we would do as savings.
So we expect that money for go to the field salon project.
Exactly. So we they expect say when once we do that savings, it means we are making progress. That's number one. And number two, you find out say development partners where they help we for buy rest for do this feed salon, these school feeding programs. You get me? Then been they do something like 90-95% import, but then it's a dropper by 30%, and that 30% now locally them they buy for do the feed salon project. So that is to say we are making progress as a nation.
Honorable, imported rice or local rice, which one expensive?
I cannot tell you because you get variety of prices depending on what you want. But the general acceptable parboiled rice, when you go to a market, you can have it at 650,000.
Okay, continue. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I think asking me about government investment into agriculture, yes, I will tell you. For example, the budget they look at 988,159K because they analyze the budget into thousands. So any figure we call here, you add 3 zeros, gives you at least what in actually government don't budget. So this is not all okay. Like I say, we have challenges, but then with this money and other programs and we government get when our development, when our donor supported programs, we believe, say, as a government, we have projected very well that for 2026, we will still continue for fight against food poverty in country.
Okay, so I mean, you don't talk about why they don't make, that's the initial question. Sorry, why the Field Salon or Ministry of Agriculture not make it into the top 10 largest, I mean, allocations. I don't read them out. The Ministry of Defense, it shows that it boils within security, education, health, but it has little things to do with food, and that's my initial question. Why?
Okay, so like I say, the question is simple. You go to Tomabom, we get ongoing projects that have been on it. For example, they do the irrigation. You know, go say you get an irrigation project ongoing at advanced stages, then you go begin the budget back for same irrigation purpose. Okay, so what in government don't do? Government na kumbra, all man to government important. However, government time to time, depending on who side a day, go prioritize certain sectors. All sectors are important, but with time, government can prioritize certain sectors based on what he get and what he not get. Now, government don't see we are making inroads into the agricultural sector. We don't get, like I say, credit facilities for farmers. We don't get where government they support people into mechanization. We don't get where people the government they support, you know, where they draw, where they give money, $10 million credit line facility for let people go and borrow money and begin to do their own business there. So those are ways where government they cushion, where government don't do, where government don't, you know, those are measures where government don't put in place for make sure say the agricultural sector is stable and we are able to fight against food insufficiency in country. So that the other areas then for now get budgetary allocation slightly difficult than agriculture, not necessarily means say agriculture is down. Agriculture get a lot of other fundings, get a lot of other support programs.
Are we in some amounts of security threats, that's that of the Ministry of Defense, the Sierra Leone police, I mean, and other security apparatus, they are part of this budget and they make a huge sum of, I mean, like the Ministry of Defense is about 270 something million, the Sierra Leone police is about 280 million. I mean, they are huge. Are we, and Sierra Leone is relatively peaceful.
Okay, so thank you, my brother. It's a very beautiful question, tricky, and I'll answer it. Now, let me tell you, it has been too long a time for let you see, let you say, government don't they spend on security, on the police. When last will you see policemen there display new gadgets, new police uniforms? It don't take. So if government been done the prioritize other sectors for a while, 2, 3 years, 4 years down the line.
So, but this new uniform, don't clarify. In order part, this new uniform will come now just like 1 week. So, in order part of this budget for 2026.
So,
no longer get a clarity on, no longer missing from the public. That we cancel now. Now, like last week, we can all go see and we know the part of this budget. So, why you want for say we still are waiting because this uniform not there for Kaige next year, not for the part of the budget next year. Okay. But yes, still the money go up.
Fine. So, what me they try for say the premise for the bill now that the budget as it is now we on Bible for 2026. This now what in government don't see it all look say now in fine for the people of Sierra Leone. Now you they ask about why government is spend on security. So you don't say police then don't get uniform. Thank God you are giving us information now. Say police don't get hardware uniforms.
No,
so
I think that happened last week. So
it's
not just way for new to you, honorable.
It's good. It is not new to me, but it's good. You are also informing the public.
No, reason why I mentioned because you said talk about as if like it is part of the next year budget, and that make absolute clarity.
Definitely yes.
It's not.
Yes.
It's not part of.
No, buying uniforms. Let me tell you, where you go school, when you be they go school, how long, how many, every year, every academic year, you require to get a uniform, right? So, now just like we are constrained and government, they prioritize certain sectors. But ideally, every year, every 1-2 year, government supposed for the budget for uniform for the police. We need to get smart and forward-looking police officers. You go to the military, for example, as a country, we, for Sidonti, something take we aback. We also get for the invest in little things for make we say we military look equipped and forward-looking. So if government don't decide, okay, I take small money, put on for support the security sector, I think that is very timely.
Well, I don't know what by small money, but it inside the top 10 largest allocation. So not so small money.
No, when you say top 10, then you call the figure. Then you translate that, so we will know whether na Hakuli and amount they talk about or not. If you go na the security sector, the money we did Fallah not get a break in me, Uti and Colbert. You go to Sierra Leone police, Sierra Leone
police about 240 million.
So that's nothing. 240. Law assume say for just get police gadget, for buy boots.
So remember we are doing police vehicles. This now in new loans, those are in old loans. So it's about 240 billion we are talking about.
Old loans. So now.
So it's even by that in a small.
If you look at the budget, you look at the breakdowns with that has got to do with hardware. Then they do. The police get ongoing construction projects. Them. You look at the police headquarters currently, then they renovate them. So these are all being captured into the budget, and the police then get their own programs. So first, what I will advise you to do, what I will advise anybody to do, you go through the budget and look at the thematics, the activities, captured under what the police for do. You they call an amount we may not get access to right now because I need time for. I don't know where you got your figures from. So can you reference the budget? Can you reference the budget for me?
Honorable, you accept to be said at 240 million. So why they ask me?
No.
So I get the information.
I know accept. I know allude to that. Then you give me the figure.
But it's all over. You can go ahead and check them for yourself. So the Sierra Leone police go and look the budget for the front you and check whether it's 240 million.
Okay, let's continue with the conversation. I will check and respond to you adequately.
Ministry of Defense is 274. I mean, those are a huge sum of money.
So, like I say, what are the activities? You need to look at what those monies are meant for. For example, let's say you want to get a military tank, or let's say a firefighting equipment.
Should we be consider having a military tank at this time where Sierra Leone is peaceful?
Why? We are peaceful, but let's say you need a firefighting tank. You need it because there are fire accidents occurring all over. You have the fire force, the police. So these are necessary things that you need, not necessarily preparing for war as you are provoking me to say. But the stark reality is there are certain equipment as a force, be it the police or the defense, that we need to have as a nation. Let me tell you, as a nation, you ask how many tankers we get in the event of anything. We don't get. So, because we are peaceful, we have always been looking very, very low at those areas. And I will tell you something, because I am frustrated over that, the annexation of Yenga. Let's assume as a military, we may actually get like drones and other military gadgets. Do you think Guinea would have come? No, they will not. So to me, if government don't begin to do small efforts for begin to invest into the security sector, I think it's a way to go.
All right, I think we get Honorable Ben Alpha online and from the APC, sorry, I beg your pardon. And good morning, Honorable, and welcome to the Epic Morning Show.
Good morning, Epic. Good morning to the Mansaray.
Hello. Hello, Honorable, and welcome to the APC Hon.
Yes. Good morning. Are they online? Good morning.
All right. So we talk about the 2026 budget. I mean, people budget we get to do the livelihood of Salone people there. I mean, is the budget actually represent itself like within our government priority plans? Does the budget represent that?
Thank you so much. And year in, year out, government can do the fiscal preparation for able to address issues where they able to make a country run how it's supposed to run. And for everybody, whether now you host, you office, you business, you want every year let progress day. And we expectation from government, in as much as they prepare them budgets there every year, get an appropriation for each ministry's department and agency, or for support the private sector one way or the other. Now progress, now in for day. But for this 2026 budget, you reflect back for the 2025 budget. Most of the things and we them promise, say then go allocate. One, I can tell you, say each and every ministry and department and agency they serve right now. What in them for them supposed to allocate last year, they're not able to allocate them. And we don't roll over. Then there's when the debates they go on the local councils. Local councils, therefore ensure say the country run under decentralization. Now they well body day. Now they agriculture day. Now they health and sanitation day. Now each district, the whatever left for 2024, now that quarter day, now in the can give 2025, and that's the justification say now 2025 they don't give local council. For the entire 2025, now the money we left for 2024 now in the give. So I can tell you say the entire councils and staff. So this means say government not they run properly. Coming to agriculture. I hear my brother they talk about egg, not true. Would they produce egg them? And I hear my brother they talk about Tomabom. One of the projects where Tomabom is not the only agricultural project we did. We get a lot of other projects and the way don't not send the give money in this country. But what we need to understand now that in as much as you want to be a government of service delivery, the result for tell on the local farmers. The Tomabom project is around $34.5 million. I want to quote the Minister of Agriculture. About a month ago now, Truth Media FM. He say, where Amadou Lamranaba asked him about the Tomabom. He say, we they expect as a country, January, 5 tons of rice harvest. And by 2026, the Tomabom project, by that particular fund of $1 million, it will come to close. Probably it will continue with other funding. And with $1 million, you say they expect a harvest of 5 tons, and you don't spend so much on irrigation. And I want to tell Fambule what's in at the 5 tons. The 5 tons now equivalent of 50 bags of 50 kg, that big bag rice. And if now that small bag rice, now 100 bags of that 5 ton, in another 5 ton. So for me, for most projects where they come for agriculture, the chap na imboku, the yuki na imboku, you go see on a paper, it's fine. Now boku farmers they don't plant rice. They're not gonna harvesters then. Time for me they're able for harrow the soil, they not get the required machines then where they need for able for do the work. So the local farmers are not directly benefiting with the exception of the Tomabom project. And now we come again at the budget. We go for focus on higher education. This is very important. I want to remind people and say during the period of the reign of President Ernest Bai Koroma, the APC they give 70% subsidies to universities, where for subsidized fees for university students. And we all know the manifesto of the President Bio when he can what he want to do for universities. The inverse of that fees increment every day. Now you will see. And when you check page page 35 of the budget, government say, page 25, I beg your pardon. Government say they want for ensure say they achieve, give boku couple to government, to the universities and for operate.
Okay.
But when you watch 34, they want for give around 152.9 million to the Ministry of Technical Higher Education, of which $120.9 million grants they go to tertiary education. And we get the University of Salone, we get polytechnics them, we don't convert to universities and other public institutions them. And they tell you, say, as of 2025, now only 1/4 money they're able to forgive them for the universities and run. So what did they lead with to? It they lead the universities them for take a decision for increase fees them for students them. And when you allow public institutions for be underfunded, it give room for them public institutions for increased fees. Now just a master's program don't skyrocket to 45 million, 40 and 45 million. And so how you want to empower the human capital aspect of it? Coming to the area of the area of health.
So let me go down before we go to health. Let me go down to basic and senior education. It's about 1,031,000,000 we allocated to the Ministry of Basic and Senior Education. And there has been challenges along the line that people will tell you that money they, in as much as it go do or it no go do, but corruption is another concern. How the opposition view this 1.1 billion 31, in the Ministry of Basic and Senior Secondary Education.
In fact, this was what Honorable Daniel Kroma and basically Honorable Ibrahim Bari be the raise with Honorable Gian time for debate. We get what to call, we plan for saying that this one do, then at the end of the day, we know they prioritize we expenditures them. We don't overspend too much on things that we're not a priority in this country. Last year, says institutions and starved. The teaching and learning materials and way for going to schools, then they don't go. For over 2 years, they know they supply teaching and learning materials then. And then you come back to the school fee subsidies. You see who say the Council of Principals and SLTU strike. And why is it that you don't budget? Then the money will forgive on time in okay. So let's look at the basics. Say, okay, this now the achievement we don't do. Now 1 million, 2 million people they don't go to school. Now so thing we don't achieve free quality education. It's about timely allocation of budgets. And when you get a timely allocation of budgets, it's fine. Even all the figures out and say we don't place so money for education and all. At the end of the day, they overspend, then they misuse the resources. Corruption, in fact, corruption don't be the worst than any other period. You talk to even people within the SLPP, then they cry down the anti-corruption for where they don't fail for do their assignments. All
right. So quickly before I'll let you go, we get we figure some. Look at we get the 10th largest allocations there. We to view. We see the Ministry of Defense, Sierra Leone Police, National Revenue Authority, Ministry of Finance, and of course Ministry of Basic Road Maintenance, Ministry of Transport, Sierra Leone Standards Bureau, Ministry of Health. Of course, you want to agree with me, say the Ministry of Health and that of Ministry of Basic and Senior Education. It's well deserving. But the other, the Ministry of Defense, they're part of it. Huge sum of money they go to the Ministry of Defense. Sierra Leone Police, it's another concern. NRA, all these, then MDAs, are they necessary? Are they supposed to be there?
In fact, slow count to the youth. Just the youth sector. You go to NDLA, you go to other key in agent system. You see, we go school, we learn what you call scale of preference. When you allocate budgets, you get to look at the situation. You get to do what you call situation analysis. Why is it that is it you want for please certain sectors so that you go able to you gain favor? How we want for our youth employment in this country where you just go pinch the youth sector? So for me, the health sector, the free health care, it almost died. Medicine not they go to hospital on time. And the nurses them they know they do well because they are demotivated to do their job. And so when you go put huge budget, I don't know what's in there because our security matters.
Yeah.
I don't want to discuss more on security issues because again, security nothing when a concern for we all. I have to very be careful to discuss on security budget. I don't have an idea why is it that they put so much money, but that one day I go pause there.
Okay.
But when it comes to the health sector, it's seriously challenged. You know, at one time I do one article where I talk about national alignment to redevelopment. From one government to the other, from one president to the other, it will be a continuity. But from where President Bio come, the health care is highly challenged. Okay, we don't employ so many nurses. You cannot employ so many nurses when the nurses do not have the necessary resources with them for able to operate. Lest I forget, Ivan. Do you give me time for page 26? Page 26 talk about this communication. Page 26, paragraph 107, we talk about communication and technology. Increase nationwide broadband internet penetration to at least 60.0% while implementing and enforcing measures that strengthen the resilience and security of the national digital infrastructure. Ivan, this side of budgets go get for do with, I want to talk about this deteriorating network and the data tariff. If a government will get an institution where responsible with them called NATCA, now then therefore regulate them mobile companies there also. You and I, you tell me they agree saying and now the network is so poor. In fact, the time when they increase the tariff, they say it don't go to 2 Mbps. Now the time even the internet don't deteriorate. NATCA they under NATCA they for responsible for the interest of the people. They allow for me they increase the money from 60 leons to 100 leons. It's unbearable for the citizens. And this is look at it at the budget, the statement. This now for the general public. Honorable West Sudan has no say. In people in Akailan and they struggle for network now. They not get the right internet where they're supposed to get. How you go spend 400 euros per data for the month? And then say for only access then they get Max it app. How we able for care for people then?
All right.
So now cheating to the citizens of this country. Now cheating. Let government come back to the drawing board and see how they go able to restore this network and make the data tariff can down. Able from 60 leons to 100 leons. And you NATCA sit down, government sit down. Then they still from people we all quiet about it. And then you don't make a video who say this is what we've achieved. It's unbearable.
All right.
We don't see her on fuel. We don't see her on transportation. If you not to some of which team up strong, how the people and go left for the bill, ball up, but citizens say it.
All right, thank you very much.
So you not go say we don't get beaucoup rest for agriculture. We are in we get importers. It will get a lot of importers in Paris. That percentage where they talk about 13%, you don't save millions. Now just the normal rhetorics of making people and not saying that this data. You go now, how much they buy one cup rest of a Pambo rest in the market? Now the most expensive one.
Thank you very much, Honorable.
So we still get enough rest na stores there where importers and they come. That credit should not go. We could give a credit say more importers have come, but you have not produced that much.
So Honorable, for be appreciate if you be joining me at the studio, but thank you so much for your time for be part of
me
the...
when I call me no more, I go call.
Thank you.
Time not do it.
Okay, thank you so very much.
I go call.
No,
okay.
So
Honorable, hold on. I think
when he's
Honorable, I'm not the moderator. Right, so let me do my job. You don't listen to
I go call me. In fact, me they listen now, and when I come, now just get me no more. Me they make a call, man, on me program.
All right, so you don't listen to it in Honorable Bensi. I mean, you eagerly want for response.
Yes. So first, my brother totally they misunderstand the basic concept between poor network against maybe tariff. What I understand and they say now that they try to talk about the tariff system, data has gone up for certain networks. But the thing where they not go ever tell the public, now the fact say there are other options. We not only get data providers for AfriCell, Orange in this country. Other data providers and they, for example, QCell, They are relatively cheaper. They no go up it. This is like a business strategy where them don't depend. Government, parliament don't intervene. Government say don't try for engage, and they are working on something. But if I with me brother they talk, let it talk, you know, from an experience standpoint of view. You know when they talk about tariff system, they talk about poor network. The man they all the way in a village, they call this morning, and the line is very clear. And they get unclear. You see, they get unclear. The nation they get unclear. So if you are talking about,
you know, I go deliberately one for ignore. I go deliberately one for ignore the communication conversation because this like concern of some people. And so let's move to the conversation where we are. I mean, government in priority to USAI. I mean, then allocate a large budget. We don't talk about security. We don't talk about education. I mean, infrastructure, and we continue for acts. If all this one necessary, I mean, look at good for maintenance, for maintenance good, another huge sum of money, and these are all concerns, Honorable. In as much as you don't want to agree with me, but they are concerns. Is it a misplace of priority at some point?
It is never a misplace of priority. First, for the road, it is the most expensive thing.
But it's about which we need now, or which we need next year, and which we need.
We need roads.
Is it these are the things that we need?
Yes. Road, of course. When you talk about the clusters of development, road is one of the clusters of development. There is no way you can develop a nation without good road infrastructure. For example, when we debate the budget, the opposition been they cry loud for say the road way for 11 years they marginalize and they not do maintenance on it. We na the Machaka Makeni road, they don't begin to give up. Now they want government for just do magic for fix them overnight, and for do a complete overlay of road. You need to get per kilometers until like very close to $2 million. So that is not a child's. It is not childish. So government need for properly budget for let able do proper maintenance across the country. Remember, this money they own at the sea. This is not to just maybe say maintain the road from Mashaka to Bo. We are talking about the whole of the country.
Well, another concern about another concern, then budgets there, we government one focus on ministers.
My brother, you know they allow me when the APC MP they talk, ample time.
Well,
as maybe give you the obstruct
because of one for making people and get clear understanding.
Okay, then
now
go ahead.
when you look at those budgets, it's about how realistic they be, how people will implement.
Very
them.
realistic. I don't tell you.
Like the Ministry of Transport and Aviation. I mean, 400 and something million. And one, we are still challenged with even the bus themselves will be get some 1-2 years back. And these are continuous challenges. But there's still money they go into those ministries.
So you self don't state the problem and you don't profile a solution. When you have a bus, they wear out, they begin to think about replacement. That's one.
We talk about 1 year, 2 years. We are out.
You are the moderator, but also you should stop distracting.
Should it be that short time for make you renovate, for make bus? You buy a brand new bus?
Allow me.
Is it possible you buy bus now within 1 year? Then that bus.
You see, you try. You are the moderator.
No, I'm just asking.
But you try for you. Your point of argument is exactly like quoting the opposition.
No, this is not concern the Republic.
So then,
whether it's opposition, they are Sierra Leoneans.
No, you have said, you don't say.
Whether they are opposition, at least this is something we must accept. Whether not opposition, they are Sierra Leoneans. And they get issue, if they get issue, and Sierra Leoneans they get issue.
So why you don't want to allow me?
Let Sierra Leoneans know. If forcing raise concern, it's in opposition.
Why the budget? You don't raise them. Fine. You talk about transport. Now, if you don't buy buses, after 5-6 years, then they begin to outlive their usefulness. You therefore begin to think about two things. One, maintenance in them, and number two, replacing them. So the first thing I expect say for they ask me as a moderator, now that them money they out and don't say, what are the thematic items, what are the activities meant for execute them particular projects there under this line item. I think by so doing, we'll begin to get a frank conversation. But now let's just go first quickly to my brother. My brother, they talk about my brother, the APC MP. They talk about say SLPP health system don't broke down. To me, it's sad. Now before they even announced to we say life expectancy now in Sierra Leone don't shoot up to 62 years. That is unprecedented.
What's that information they come out?
Fine. This came right from the Minister of Finance reading the budget. The Minister of Finance, and not an MP, a politician, or whosoever. Okay? But let me tell you, under SLPP, the health system don't move from survival mode to service delivery. Now, only SLPP don't ensure, say, all peripheral units then at this country currently solarized. Today, you know, they go to any PHU, who say you the day for go born picking there, you begin to struggle about electricity. Who say you they go for go access medical system, you they struggle about electricity. Under the health system, we don't bring oxygen plants, then we then deeper install in strategic places. You go to Kono, we get one of the best hospitals, referral hospitals, state of the art. So when you, my brother, they talk about the health system, they down, it's so funny and provocating for me. Now education. Education, unprecedentedly, now only this government, it will give free education to people. It has never happened. In the past, under the regime, they can only give maybe for Beke and for WAS level. But this is a government doing it for everybody, all brackets. Huge chunk of we budget, they go to education. So we have done tremendously well. Now, you they talk about, for example, the total budget based on my own figures what I get, they around 3,649,931K.
Budgets for
the whole of education as per the budget. So that money there, one, SLPP government they do more classrooms across the country. You go now the north, they are benefiting. You go now the south, they are benefiting. Everybody is benefiting. We are doing also what we call school feeding programs. People they look at them, scheme them, they say na a joke. For feed picking there, we na papa then our host there. For like they get your money every day. It's not easy. So SLPP involved into denting and they hugely. They provide learning materials. Of course, just because we had some 6 months challenge in the delivering of learning materials, so they were causing noise all over. But now, the budget they propose, we need to provide quality learning materials to the Peking there and on time.
Honorable, why would they get some conversation there? We are rounding up. It's the challenge they'll get this year or last year for me could not get those challenges. Okay. I mean, you talk about 6 months back. I mean, teachers, it was not a secret that they last forget learning material in 2023. So why you saying 6 months back? This was all over. Nathan didn't say. So why this change that 6 months back?
So who say you get that source? No,
but it's all over. Not just until it was even a breaking news on the media for me to realize say chalk or whatever. It's from 2024. So it's.
So you are talking about 2024 now.
What I'm saying.
Okay.
What I'm saying, there are certain things in the way people will come and talk. Not secrets.
No.
People of Salone are aware about anything and they.
Yes.
You don't need to follow romance with the truth at some point.
No, we are not romancing the truth. What happened was this. They last supply learning materials in 2024 and there was a break. There was this break and they also supplied a few, when now be about some small quota, and there was this break now, where this budget they try for address. So that's why I'm saying it is 6 months back, because from the time elapsement will take place from the last supply in 2024 for count to 2025, there was a break of short supply in between. So therefore I have every right to say it's around 6 months. When we agree, say we have challenges, and because government get challenges, other things and therefore attend to, we recognize the fact. That is why we are correcting them now in the 2026 budget. So therefore, this budget is not only good for Sierra Leoneans, but it is proper, it is pro-business, and it is people-centered. And like I don't say, I don't provide all the justifications then for you. Why are we saying this budget na number one say na a pro centered budget. This budget they cater for everybody in the country. For example, you go to Kailaon, Kwendu, we today if you go there you still dey get war footprints of the war. You get me? You get footprints of the war. This budget don't capture, say them for do feasibility studies for construct water facility. We been done there before the war now the turn, but now it is not there. Making it a people-centered budget. As a government, we don't strive so hard. Today, we don't pass agreement before even we can read this budget. I think 2 or 3 days before they read the budget. For do, they can be a temporary road. These are all good programs. We get for connect, trade and connectivity from the north, easily accessing Kono into Guinea. So I think as a government we have tried, and this is a good budget. I want for make clear with people where they out there for believe say this budget they don't put now a plan where government gets, and if government implement all them plan then within a year, definitely we get for go before, because it talk about education, it talk about health, it talk about addressing the energy problems, and when once we do get down there, then we address the agricultural problems we'll get. We of course and we 100% I would say they on track in the preparation for make sure say food sufficiency by 2030 be something of the past in this country. It go be of a blessing to us all.
Thank you very much. We don't run out of time. We'll go open the phone line. Get to first call online. We'll go online again and listen to it in this call. I get to say hello, good morning.
Yeah, boy from Godrich.
Boy, you from Godrich. Go ahead.
Number one, security na the budget. It's not so security, we all know go there peacefully with a talk. So the same reason why Epic go hire security guard for the office, and the same way we go maintain security for the country. So that should not be an issue. 2, feed salon, people then misunderstand the statement. I go while they say, let we all help for feed salon. So then at that time, people go understand, say, not to government, give arrest you too much. Number 3, in the past government, we see a whole budget line for the Department of Attitudinal Change, when one of the most ineffective allocations I don't ever see. Then number 4, I think say we therefore also give SLPP and the Ghana, you get a time for explaining it. But you interject more than that, we're not able to get the full picture. Yeah, let it be balanced. As a radio station, let it be balanced. Let me not feel saying a bias. Then I think say the whole of the budget now look at critically and see say we are all catered for in this budget, and it will never be enough. Thank you.
Thank you so very much. 079-994-993 and Eldred Sani Johnson is saying the issues are many in Sierra Leone. May God help us. Okay, and of course, log online again and pick another call. Hello, good morning.
Hello, Pamusa de Konadwazak.
Pamusa Dwaza, go ahead.
And I tell my brother, thank you. And I read my brother, they say, people then they tell them, say, they're a hero in agriculture. I laugh. And I want, one of the journalists, this is because they talk, I want to come with them program there, I want to go ask the people of the streets. Let me ask them about the budget. Let me ask them about the field salon. Let me ask them about the agriculture. Salon agriculture, me no see action. People that they do action partner. Now table day, now pen and paper. We do have the hand to God na zero. If we not the bless the local farmer they are to God. For like get pepper, get granite, get okra, you get agato, give loss, call name them to call it not for the easy for we. These are the problem. This when the past come, them back fail we. The former president tell we say before they come on power, you know, you must sort say the import less. We do have the hand na zero. So now the same thing will continue so today. We know the tell we say the truth. For say agriculture, nothing. I not see me. For me, yeah, I not see nothing.
All right, thank you.
Like that's someone I say when that call. Now they chief about 49,000 bag of rice. We don't the end will not see nothing. They say evidence not there.
Thank you so very much, Pamusa. And Mystic Dwazak, I say as a nation, many ministries, departments, agencies are going through difficult moments to fully operate because of lack of finance lack of financial support. I mean, we should be meticulous when giving annual budget to the MDs. Log online again and pick another call. And hello, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Panalist. Good morning, Mr. Ordinary Bull.
Good morning, Father Lambert. Go ahead.
God bless you, sir. Now we come to this agriculture, sir. I just want to ask, now all this agriculture, over 7 good years now, when the rest we don't produce now, a bag of rice we don't go so say this rice na toma buna they them pull up, where it be say they don't come, put on a market for sale. Where it FSI say yes be the 1,600,000, now it don't go 660,000. And yes where then they bring come na yeah, not so we always will be getting country guys they will get well there. It then a market for see. For let you say, it can't pass one more than the other camp. So the other agriculture, don't like waiting for Musa say, import. Now we come to the security section. That's why they get another amount for that budget. It's very poor. Because they see the security and they do. Then we look at drugs and they can't inside the country. So go there and they suffer, sister and they die. What's that is when they do, when they go advocate for them budget. If what I then I do.
Thank you so very much. Henry Christian Randolph Thomas from our Facebook page is saying, how will government ensure that budget efficiency are utilized? Okay, budget allocation, are utilized efficiently and of course effectively, and what mechanism will be put in place to prevent corruption and mismanagement in order to foster accountability and transparency. Logo online again and pick another call. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Father. This is the Lion.
The Lion, go ahead, boss.
Fallah, Allah help you.
Amen.
For one thing, you for me be one of the best journalists in this country. One thing, Allah give you big privilege. Even the whole call, the system, everything. For later why they can't see them, like a journalist, and they way watch what in a compromise. 1 grade, 1 acre. How much you buy it? 5,000 for acre. If you want fry egg, now 8,000. We want fry egg, 8,000, so like 10,000. We the 10 million for this country, this country. What left for Siam during during that revolt. You know what? Me go ask for book, ordinary book, where we buy 1,500. 80 pages. They tell me say 7,000. The other one 25,000. The size one. So why? It is so hard. But one thing that we expect much from una. Once people why they can't see them, the propaganda, they can't propaganda there. Let me say they die. Let me say they go for put you in the grave. If they come, who side where the rest? Me. They take we get sugar. They say this country, this restaurant in import too. They give you sugar. They say the country is the best. Who they say?
Thank you so very much.
When people are they come, they propaganda for we. They come for themselves.
All right.
Not for the people, they come for themselves. They come for themselves.
Thank you so much. All right. Thank you so very much, the Lion. And Abdul from our Facebook Live page is saying, why SLPP not ever honest to the people, of this country? Well, that's a question there. And the logo line again and pick another call. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. I'm inside of the call from Central.
From Central, go ahead.
To me, budgeting in this country, I think there will come a time we even just stop. Government will just think of any number or any figure and give departments there. Today, then they begin to sit on committee of supplies. Now, the ministry, departments, and agencies, they go present waiting then get as against waiting and in budget for them for 2025. Now, they go see most of them in this department, they ask down how they would say. Sometimes they get first and second quarter. So the first quarter, you know, get that. So you come back the other year. Then they call all ministry departments and agencies to go see them for budget. After what they done budget, then go to parliament, then approve of the budget, forgive the money in a day. Then get the parliament to the other side of the money they go. And this business of this was, there is nothing wrong about People producing will rest in seller. We are sorry about the get of seller. It's now called comparative advantage. Encourage the people in that Guinea man they want to rest and the permanent exporter. Only that them pay the deals way down levy way ECOWAS can charge for the trade amongst us. Because that was the essence of establishing ECOWAS. But then they give the impression they can say we'll get stuff for bonus side. Would I tell you that?
All right.
We will produce and sell and raise money if one buy any other thing, a banana or whatsoever. That we own business for
Thank
that.
you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so very much. We'll take 2 more calls and try for up the 4th segment of the Epic Morning Show. 079 994 993 are the number for be part of the Epic Morning Show. Hello, good morning.
Brother Isana Suleiman.
Suleiman, go ahead, brother.
I hear me, you guess the talk about maintenance road. Between APC and SLPP, with Sakila Road to model. I wonder if they know the CM because in the past they gonna parliament gonna for by college. With all the money where then they pull, they know the thing about anything then they Sakila Road, I don't know when last I see somebody there where they repair yonder. And it don't well. Then they say then they put money for wood. I don't think say not true.
All right.
Thank
you so very much. We'll take one last call and turn our attention to Honorable Fallah Tengbeh for response to we call us last lucky call already done there. So we'll pick this call. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello?
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Ivan.
Who are you talk to, sorry?
Yeah, this is Ajazi, the Keke rider.
All right, Ajazi. Go ahead, brother.
I just want to tell the honorable say, let's all not far. Everybody gets for this and our accounts. Every position we hold now this one. The honorable, they try to tell you, say, when you raise points, you say they talk like an opposition. So now the country, this right now, when you say, when you talk to the local artists in our opposition, this is country now. Through that color. The honorable the try for tell you say when people when the teacher and the general public the government say about the school subsidy or school material, the state people they make laws all over the state. The honorable for withdraw short statement, well, make you know say that people every Sunday lecture of our honorable. No say people that if you think that they check kind of school at private school. Why is it consistent to use how you promote them to teach some of themselves for let them go, for let them get pushed along the but this also that the school that the president for those people.
Okay.
They say you buy books, buy school uniform for teaching them. But we're not seeing nothing like that. Remember our next one. Thank you so much.
Thank you so very much. We're not going to take any more call again. Honorable, you listen to the callers them. I'll give you 3 minutes for response to the calls them.
Okay, thank you. I'll respond to Ajazi, the last caller. So they try for say next World Day. Indeed, next World Day. So Ajazi they try for say ain't see nothing we government don't do with regards learning material. That's not correct. You know, like they say next World Day. Indeed, next World Day because even the presenter Naya don't confirm say. From 2023 to 2024, this government may provide learning materials. There was a short break, and government don't budget again for can restart the provision of learning materials. I think as a nation, we get for understand one thing. If you get a good intention and you don't begin to roll them out, then challenge come. We get for understand. One thing where people are not the faith, where people in the faith for realize na Sierra Leone, the fact say we are a driven economy, which means anything will happen overseas to Europe, it get direct effect on Winaya. We all been on how they see Ukraine war, Hamas war, both they know they come. If both they pass at times pass on time, they give them special coverage. So both they come, it go first round before it come. Those challenges, there was a global shock. That is reality. People don't want for a read and day, but that is a reality. So if government get challenges during that 10 day, but don't they try for correcting self? I think una for still continue for also believe in the effort way government they make. And I go to Mr. Suleiman. We talk about the road from Sakila route to model. Of course, this kind of parliament, Mr. Suleiman, this na a very genuine concern where you raise. We SSF as members of parliament, we raise them na the well of parliament, and we don't make a special plea for say that road them for make especially the State Avenue from model and even for going to parliament to we the bombs and done the boku. So that is why when me brother what been the challenge and say on the budget for road maintenance, it need for come up because when once you want for do overlay, complete overlay, now money the cost. And for make road very, very expensive. Now make you see that component, that budget line on the road maintenance side come up a bit. Also, let's respond to Mystic of Drazak. Mystic of Drazak, they say, with the struggle, be careful, rice down, but look at rice not in the market. And security budget high. Same reason. One clever caller been talk about security issues are not issues of fancy. They are issues of reality. The world they live now, you get for a plan for you tomorrow. You get for be secured. Like the typical example they say, the epic man I have, for let them not can thief in computer, let them not can broke into a room. You get for get security in place. You get for get gadgets.
Logically, let's say you get two security. Let's say, I'm not saying how two security you get. Then tomorrow morning you wake up, you say, need 10 security. I mean, it's a concern. People go on for wonder why, and that's what this budget actually look at.
No, so if you look at, for example, on the security side, you look at the budget. One, you get ongoing projects.
Okay.
You get new construction project then where the police they undertake across the country. So those are capital intensive projects. So now I make you see the budget swell because this is one for do one or two projects there. If you want, I can take you briefly to. Okay. So let's also respond to Pamusa, we say the agriculture now on table today. Where Pamusa, you get a right for you get right to your opinion, but I want for let you believe say government they work tranga one for make sure say food day na the market, food day on table.
Okay.
For the lay Sierra Leone, agriculture not there on table. Now food now don't there on table. If you be not the buy rest 1,000 leones, then you say now you buy 650,000. You foresee down and ask yourself a question now, why this happen? Why before now 1,000 something in the buy, but now 650. So first be grateful for the effort we government do apply, and later you go try for ask now why. I mean don't explain, maybe you know be there near the radio. One of the reasons why una they see the local rice them available, but some hard for Siam. Fundamentally, one typical reason are that one, we get this cross-border trade activities where they take place. That are one. Number two, this school feeding program, what then they do? Now mostly we local food where they take for roll out them program there. You know, in combination with a few of the imported. So that's another side we chunk of then rice then they go. And if let's say local food not be there at the market, automatically tomorrow morning if we receive rice we at the imported one also don't go.
Thank you so much, Honorable.
So lastly,
but you don't still will answer me whether the local rice and imported rice also are expensive. You don't answer that question there.
So I tell you say the local rice and the imported rice they are depending on the variety where you want. You know I'm not going to give pass a do market survey because now, for example, if you go buy parboil rice, you go buy butter rice, you go buy long grain, you have different brands, and depending on the brand where you go for, then you go to them. So I cannot give you straightforward answer. Yeah,
thank you so very much.
Thank you very much, and thank you to the listeners who now continue for belief in the SLPP. We push very hard for make sure say this country we transform them. We're on the right trajectory. In terms of the economy, we don't get single digits. Inflation don't drop. We economy forward looking, and by God in power, waiting we all the hand for, we will get as per waiting this budget they talk about.
Thank you so very much.